welcome back to our channel. So, today we are going to begin with one wonderful story from your storybook, that is Ashoka the Great. So, in this chapter, we are going to read about the story of one of the most revered emperors of India, that is Ashoka the Great. So, let's explore about his life, reign, and legacy by reading the chapter. So, let's begin. So first of all, we have an overview of the chapter. Let's read it and identify that what are the things that have been given in the chapter. So, Ashoka was the third emperor of the Mauryan dynasty, grandson of its founder Chandragupta and son of the second emperor Bindusara. As we all know that Ashoka was the third emperor of the Mauryan dynasty and he was the grandson of Chandragupta and son of the second emperor Bindusara. Right? Upon Bindusara's death, Ashoka and his brothers engaged in a war of succession and Ashoka emerged victorious after several years of conflict. Let's read more about Ashoka the Great. So now we are going to read more about the great king, that is Ashoka. So let's begin with the chapter. As it says, we all know that Ashoka was a very wise and good king, right? He ruled for 13 years, right? He ruled for 13 years. After that, he went on a war against Kalinga, which is now known as Odisha, right? Odisha was earlier known as Kalinga. After that, the kingdom of Kalinga was very powerful, as we all know, right? Its people were very much brave and they all loved freedom, right? After that, they fought with Ashoka's army for at least 3 years, but at last, Ashoka's army won. Let's move ahead now. Although we know that Ashoka's army won the battle, but we all have forgotten some things like that in that war, 15 lakhs of people were made prisoners, right? 15 lakh peoples were there who were made prisoners, right? 10 lakhs were made slaves and many of them, thousands of them were killed, right? Now, Ashoka's heart was very much filled with this incident. He promised and he gave a word that he will never go to a war again, and he was the one who kept his words. Now, after deciding that Ashoka will not go to a war again, he decided to become a Buddhist, right? Now, he was the person who led the people to love truth and to love the gods, right? After that, he wanted to get dharma into the mind of the people. And for that thing, he guided the people with some of the following rules that are mentioned over here. So let's see what are those rules. The first rule is speak the truth. So that is true. If we need to follow the God, we always need to speak the truth, right? After that, do not speak ill of others. That we should never talk ill with anyone else, right? Next is be clean in thought, word, and deed. That our nature should be very much neat and clean. We should not at all be greedy, right? Next is do not kill any living being. That we should not kill any of the living being. No one has the right to kill anyone else. Or we all have the right to live freely, right? Next is honor the old, that we should always respect our elders. Next is honor your father, mother, and your teacher, that we should always respect and follow the guidance of our mother, of our father, and our teacher as well. After that, be kind to the servants and poor people, that we should always be kind of the poor person and the poor people, right? Respect other people's beliefs. That every person has a different kind of belief. So we should respect their belief also. We should not force our beliefs to anyone else. We should follow each and everyone's beliefs, right? After that, so at that point, he himself proclaimed that in his kingdom no animal or no bird should be killed. After that, he went to some of the religious places of his kingdom, and out of those religious places, the first one was the garden of Lumbini near Kapilavastu. Right? He went to the garden of Lumbini, which was near Kapilavastu. And there, Maya had given birth to the Buddha. Right? After that, at that place, he also saw a bo tree at Gaya under which Buddha used to sit and pray to God for enlightenment. Right? After that, he also visited Kusinagar in Nepal where Buddha had died. Right? Ashoka was a person who loved to live a simple life. And he usually called himself that he is the father of all the people. Like, our father is always available for us, whether it is day, whether it is night, whether our father is at home, whether he is at his business or his work, he is always available for us. So, in the same way, Ashoka also said that whether I am anywhere in my garden, in my palace, all people can come anytime and meet me, right? After that, he also loved to meet the poorest people of the villages, right? And he was the one who helps those people to live their life freely. So, Ashoka ruled the kingdom for at least 38 years and after that he died. But Ashoka is known as one of the best kings that India had, right? So, as we conclude with the chapter, remember that the story of the king Ashoka is a great story of the power of transformation and living the life with empathy and kindness. So, if you love to read more stories like this video is going to help you. So, make sure to subscribe the channel, like the video and press the bell icon.